Brian, if you can go back to teach to your younger self or teach to any kids, what would you teach them?
Avoid the bright, shiny objects would be lesson one. um, I'll approach it from a business point of view. For me, it'd be understanding financial or getting financial literacy. Unfortunately, it's something that's not taught in our schools, and that's really detrimental. It's um, it's not taught in unis either.
Hmm.
You know, how to have financial literacy. I mean, we've got 900 coaches in our group worldwide, and we've had to put in a financial literacy module into all of our training.
Wow.
It's available for our customers, obviously, but that's probably the biggest one. Um, being entrepreneurship and innovation. I grew up from a typical English family where, as a kid, you were told to shut up, sit down, and don't annoy their parents, which really kills your entrepreneurial spirit
Hmm.
and can have a big effect on that. Um, you've got to don't be afraid of failing.
Hmm.
Don't think about what if it doesn't work. Think about, well, what if it did work?
Hmm.
How different would my life be if I did work? Orchard and sell them door to
Hmm.
door in Warrnambool, where I was boarding at the time to go to school. So that was, uh, having that type of spirit to go out and do that type of thing. That's a great attitude. Um, critical thinking would be the next one. Question everything. And again, this steps back to my upbringing, which was, not to ask those critical questions, to have that essence of curiosity. It gets beaten out of you once you get to school,
Hmm.
especially in my days. Perhaps not so much now.
Hmm.
The value of relationships and networking with those would be another key element. Don't forget your school friends. Now, I was talking yesterday, as it turns out, one of my school friends. He's had a bout with cancer down here somewhere, so he's had a few good chunks out, and apparently he was pretty close to saying goodbye.
Oh.
It was just lucky I rang him when he got the diagnosis, and he was able to unburden a bit. Um, now I've known Frank for, gosh, 50 years, longer than 50 years. Could be 60 years. I'm showing my age a bit now.
Hmm.
Uh, but to be able to ring that person and just chat or just turn up unannounced at their place is something great, and be able to do that.
Yeah.
Um, that's one of the essences there. Um, I don't know, did I mention resilience? I think you've got to have that resilience in you to bounce back. When you're playing footy and you get shirt fronted off the ground and you're lying there, you're winded and you can't do anything, you've got to get up. In Taekwondo, which is my sport, one of the sayings is get knocked down 8 times, get up nine.
Hmm. Wow.
So, what else would there be? Integrity and ethics. That'd be another one. Always have that sense of integrity. Be ethical with anything you do. There's a right and a wrong. Choose right.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
that's why there's, in the words of the song, there's a stairway to heaven and a highway to hell.
Hmm.
The stairway is harder than the highway.
And how